So they all lied to you. Your college probably told you your major would lead to loads of success. And your boss in your company told you that, you just complete your goals and objectives, and of course you're going to get ahead. The only problem is that none of that is true. But today, in this video, for the first time, a real senior executive will finally share the inside scoop on how I got ahead and made it to the C-suite of a publicly traded company, and how you might be able to just do the same thing. Buckle up, sports fans, because we're about to launch your career into high gear. So let's go. So if you've been in the working world for at least a few years, you might be feeling like you've had the wool pulled over your eyes. How exactly are you supposed to get ahead? Get promoted and get more money? Well, that's exactly what we're going to discuss in this video, so let's cut through the baloney and just get right to it. So the first item that leads to promotion is companies promote those people they believe are the most ready to take on the next level within the company. But there is a prerequisite to promotion that most won't tell you about, but that you need to certainly know. It's called the TOPS process, T-O-P-S. So the TOPS process stands for the 4 steps that you need to be ready for in order to justify that promotion. So the T stands for training and development. But before you roll your eyes at me, there's an important trick to this. You need to not only have the training and development for the current job that you have, but the next level job as well. This is where most people go wrong if they work on training and development at all. They only do it for their current level. But by gaining the training and development for the next level as well, this is how you justify your readiness for the next level. We're next going to jump over the O. We'll get back to that in a second. So next up is the P in the TOPS process, and that stands for performance at the next level. Just as with training, you need to have performance that is already substantially at the next level in order to be seen as ready for that promotion. So, for example, if you're a supervisor and you want to get to manager, you want to have both the T, the training and development, and the P, performance, that is already substantially at the next level, which in this case would be a manager level. So, next up in the TOPS process is the S, which stands for successor. You see, in order for you to make a smooth transition to a higher level role, someone needs to be ready to step in and take on the work that you currently do. By the way, not having a ready successor is one of the most common reasons that strong performers are not promoted. And that's because there may not be someone else that can effectively do their job. They've become, quote unquote, magic person. While it may seem logical that being a magic person is good for job security, it's actually quite negative to you getting promoted. Now, some of you might say, hey, succession is the job of my manager, so why are you asking me to do that? And to that I say, hogwash. You prove you are ready for the next level when you are able to effectively develop someone on your team to become your successor. Or you develop processes that can help automate much of your job. This frees you up to take on the next level in your organization. So don't wait for your boss to do it, because they often won't. They're probably working on their own promotion. Now, the best news in all of this is that the T, the P, and the S are all largely in your control. However, the last one is not, and that is the O. O stands for opportunity at the next level. So if you're trying to get to manager, there would need to be a manager level opportunity opened up for you to even be considered. O is in your company's control, not yours. This frustrates some people, to be honest, but it is a reality of business. However, perhaps the most important part of the TOPS process is that you want to complete the T, the P, and the S before an opportunity ever opens up, not afterwards. I've seen so many people see a higher level job open up and they get excited and they think, I think I can just slide right into this, but then they get very disappointed. If you wait to complete the T, the P, and the S until after a job opens up, it's already too late. You'll have to wait for the next train to arrive at the station. But for those that complete the T, the P, and the S, now you'll be ready the moment that next opportunity opens up. So the second item that leads to promotion is companies promote those people that have no perceived weaknesses in their soft skills. Whoa, see, you're probably thinking, you know a few bosses that definitely do not fit this one. Well, they likely kiss the right behind to get to where they are. But for most non-behind kissing folks like you and I, you do need some solid soft skills. So things like communication skills, leadership skills, adaptability, problem-solving skills, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal skills like collaboration. These all need to be perceived as strong, or they can be a serious derailer to promotions and career success. In fact, the number one reason people get stuck and cannot get promoted is due to having one or more soft skill weaknesses. This is the top reason for lack of promotion. Now you'll notice I said soft skills need to be perceived as strong. That's because whether or not you are in fact strong in these soft skills is actually less important than the perception that you are strong in them. By the way, this entire topic of soft skills is just one reason there are so many bad bosses out there. So definitely check out my video on bad bosses and why there are so many knuckleheads out there. But that's a whole nother video. Definitely share your craziest bad boss story in the comments below. Let's see who can outdo who, and I can't wait to see what you've got. So the third way that people get promoted is that companies promote people who are the most highly valued in the company. Question is, are you highly valued? Those that are have usually smashed the like button by now, but you could do it now. It'll make you an awesome person, support the channel, so thank you so much. But so many think they are highly valued in the workplace. But just because you do necessary work and you do it well does not mean you are truly valued by the organization. The best way to know if you are highly valued is to deliver truly massive and measurable amounts of value to your team and your company. This is beyond just your goals and objectives. This is truly transformative value, like taking your team to a much higher level of performance, where it is so obvious that you've delivered massive value that it just cannot be ignored any longer. Now, I'll share more about this in the free training in the description, so check that out. But one of the best shortcuts to delivering truly massive value is to use a process called benchmarking, and not to recreate the wheel of success. You see, success leaves clues, and there are often folks that have gone before us and figured out the best practices in our industry. And once you know these best practices, you'll want to implement them ASAP and get your team to become the benchmark in your industry. It's actually much easier than you think. More in the free training below. So the next way that folks get promoted actually will multiply your value. But if we haven't met, my name is C. I share insights from a C-level executive perspective on hot business topics and crushing it in your career. The funny disguise is just to protect my family and my own career outside of YouTube. And our reports show that most awesome people have hit that thumbs up button by now, but you can still hit it. I appreciate it. So the fourth way that people get promoted is they develop their team members to reach their own career goals and deliver massive amounts of value as a team. When you help your entire team to deliver massive value, it actually multiplies your value to the company and your value within your industry. So you'll want to help each member of your team to understand the TOPS process that we talked about earlier, benchmarking each of their roles to understand what the very best practices are for each of those roles, helping them to deliver massive value and accelerate their own careers. By the way, they'll love you for that. And your team can reach the performance benchmark in the industry when you put all this together. But while you're working on getting promoted, you'll want to check out my free series on how to accelerate your career success and maximize your money. You can check that out right here. So subscribe for more career success tips, and I'll see you here in just a second.